Today we're gonna get into some of the tools that I have discovered while watching other videos and digging around inside Splinterlands myself. I'm just update everyone and let you all see there's some pretty good tools out there that can help you learn how to battle a little bit better and more efficiently. Try out some different cards to see if you would have won different battles, and also put bids in to get some cards for a lower price. I've been using a lot of them to make my battles better. I'm just getting into the bidding because I didn't have a lot of deck. Most of what I have is tied up in credits right now because I wanted to make sure I had the appropriate amount of money to buy all the packs I wanted to for when Chaos Legion comes out. But I'm starting to get some deck, and I'm going to put in some bids today just because some of the rewards cards I think are kind of cool or might be useful a little bit leveled up later on, so I'll get into it. Alright, to start, I just wanted to show you all that they do have links to Peak Monsters, Monster Market, and card auctions straight on the marketplace. I have mentioned them all before. I think Peak Monsters is the best website personally, but Monster Market, its Discord, is insane. It's insanely useful. I personally don't use card auctions for a whole lot. Some people do, but I just, with the other two existing, I don't really use it a ton. But I'll show you all of those. So, Peak Monsters has got the bidding on here, which I think is insanely useful. Let's just refresh. So, Peak Monsters has got the bidding on here, and you have to use your deck. You can't use credits. And like I said, I had most of my funds for the game tied up in credits waiting for Chaos Legion just so I could make sure I had the appropriate amount. I ended up spending a bunch on some legendary cards today, but I'm going to replenish that here since the packs don't actually go for sale till November. But it's Exploding Rats that I'm interested in right now. Somebody just bought a bunch of them today, but I like the redemption skill. That's where they explode and deal 2 damage to all enemy monsters. He's only got 1 health, so he'll always have low health. But I feel like that'll be useful just as a sacrificial, sacrificial lamb to get rid of some weak monsters straight out the gate. I think it'll be useful anyway, so I'm going to place a bid for as many as I can get. And to do that, obviously you just bid. And in USD, based upon the highest price of 35.6 cents, I'm going to be a real pain in the ass and do 0.357, so I'm bidding a thousandth of a penny more than him. But total, we'll say 40, just so that we have all we need, and the highest, it doesn't really matter to me. I'll say 40. It shouldn't get me more of the BCX, like the price per card there, than I'm requesting. So if somebody pops a level 40 card up there for 35 or higher, I'll get it. And then I hit confirm, and the bid will be registered as soon as transaction's confirmed. Total deck for that's going to be around 1,200. Just quick math there. I only have 1,000, as you can see here right now, so it won't transfer all of them. It should still pop up as the existing highest bid here. At least it should soon. I'll double check back here after a while, so gotta let the blockchain take care of it. But another thing Peak Monsters has is collections or sets, and people are selling their sets in here. Most of them are pretty high. Like, it tells you the market value of the cards in the pack, and you can check the pack and it'll show you the levels of everything in there. Like, this one has a bunch of higher level cards in there, but it's also all alpha and beta stuff. So their market value is 3,800. They're selling it for 33. And Most of the time when I've been in here, it's either been very high pricing of like $4,500, all above 500 generally are the ones that stay in here a long time. If it's a good deal. The rest of them are generally way over market value. Let's see if there was one in here for a long time that said, yeah, here it is, 30% off. It says 30% off and it's marked up 213% above market value. I don't know if this would have ever been 30% off. Maybe on the first day that a bunch of these new rewards cards came out, because they were selling for high. Most of them down here are probably going to stay here. I mean, these 2 chain spinner will give you good luck and love life. Buy an experience being loved by your crush. $50 for 42 cents worth of cards. Some people have put need money for college, need money for hospital. Probably not true. I don't think anybody's going to spend $50 on 2 chain spinners anyway, but the option to purchase them does exist. I have seen some good deals in here. I just didn't jump on them, but most of them are up here. You can generally get 10 to 12, 15% off. And people are also selling large collections of water or earth, you know, a specific splinter. There have been people selling some just general starter packs that have less cards for like $100 or whatever. But all in all, I'd just check it to see if I haven't bought anything in here, because most of the stuff I want is like $300, and I don't have that kind of money to throw at Splinterlands right now. See if this has popped up yet. No. Either way, that's how you place the bid. I'll go back and check for myself later. Don't need to keep doing that on camera, but it will show up right here as being the highest bid. And with it being the highest bid, that means up to the 40 BCX that I'm requesting to get to the level 5 card so I can get redemption. It'll count down the 40 cards, and I'll have, unless somebody outbids me, and I'll have the highest bid. Anytime one comes in underneath that amount, it'll buy it up. It'll come across on Monster Market, but it won't make the market because it'll buy it instantly. And some people do like card auctions. I personally, it's just here. It's just a link that you have. I'll put a screenshot up now for the Discord for what comes through inside Monster Market. I think it's the most useful part of Monster Market. There isn't a lot else that pops through. But the link to the Discord's right there. And like I said, I'll put up the feed that they have in Discord, which I just keep up on the off-screen. Generally, those get bought up instantly, but you can kind of see a pattern emerging for certain cards. If it's continuously popping up 15% below, the price of the cards is probably coming down. And I will link this down below. This is just Splinter Stats. They put together a list of all the rewards cards, the percent of the rewards cards printed, and the current price. And if you hover over it, it tells you gold. And you can go back and look at all of these, but there's no real reason to check all of the completed ones unless you just wanted to know how many of those cards were ever printed. And I mean, this tells you the approximate cost of all the rewards cards printed, but this is the extremely useful part, because you can see right now, I bought some Hardclaw earlier today. Bought them for 12, so they're selling for 13 now. 13.20. So it's great. I've already made a dollar BCX, but only 6% of them have been printed right now. I got them just in case the price goes up. I think long term it'll be a good tank for the death, because in the new battling system, it's going to split between the, I forgot what terminology they're using, but all of the alpha and beta and older stuff will be used in one battle lane, and all the new stuff will be used in the other one. And Chaos Legion may come out with a better version, a better tank, but Hardclaw, after I get a decent summoner, seems like he'll be pretty strong. So Hopefully it at least retains its value. If not, it was a gamble and I lost money. No big deal. But only 6% of them have been printed so far, so there'll be a lot more. I expect the price to go down, but we'll see. All in all, it's pretty useful. I'll just check it randomly because I've been checking this for a while since the last reward group, and you'll see cards disappear after they get to 100%. Like the Pelacor Mercenary might all get printed, and then they will not be in the reward pool anymore. So generally, once a bunch of the commons start disappearing, they'll be releasing new rewards cards. At least that's how it happened last time. At the end, it was like chain spinners and that, what's that shark's name? The shark that increases the melee was like 2 of the ones that were left until this batch came out. So you were getting those all the time. But obviously I was looking at Chancias. But this is Splinter Cards, which I'll also put a link down below here. And this is Untamed. We're going to search by reward. And you'll see the exploding rats. We'll just use them as reference because that's what I've been looking at. And Splinter Cards shows you, what the max level is, breaks it all down. And most importantly, it shows you the price trends, so you can kind of track a little bit over here. Like, looks like these are prices they were sold at, so they were selling at $3.40 on the day it came out. That's people rushing to be the first ones to have the max level. Looks like they've climbed back up. I think from what it looks like, people bought a bunch of them today because 47 cents is the average market price right now. But I mean, you can hover over this and kind of follow the trend. This site also gets into the land and stuff, and it's just general information. You're free to look through it. I probably won't read it to you, but this gives all the information in one spot that they've put out about lands that we know of. This is useful. Some of this stuff has been, but this is just another list of big tools they've put together. SPS calculator, you can figure out how much SPS you should be getting a day. And I have roughly 1100 staked right now. So if I hit check, that tells me I should get 9 vouchers by the time it's all over. Now that's assuming, they're assuming that the maximum amount will be put in there at that time. I think it'll change some, but that's the presumed number of pre-sale packs I'll be able to collect. And at $4 a piece, they're doing the math for you here. So I think I'm going to end up with 10 by the time it's over. That's my goal anyway. I've bought some more cards and I'm getting a little bit more SPS. I think I'm at 12. Oh, I think I'm almost up to 12. Yeah, at 1200 I should get 10 packs. And that's what I would like. That gives me roughly a 20% chance of getting a promo card. You get a 2% chance per pack. So ideally you end up with 50, you're guaranteed a promo card. Maybe I'll get lucky and I'll get more, but I'm not counting on that. This is the last tool I'm going to talk about. I think it's really awesome. I can pull up my battle history. You can see here I lost to Duncan HSX1 with a little water deal here. So I have battle on here. You can search anybody and try different combinations for whatever, but you can see here that's what he used. That's what I lost to, and that's what I was using. I wanted to try out this legendary. I lost. Not my best play. I'll probably lose this again. Let's see. Let's try out see if we can beat him. So it is kind of cheeky because, you know, you do know exactly what they have out there. But I switched over to the water and I threw in that, what's his name, Jin something or another, Genoshanus. It doesn't show you a battle, but you hit battle and it says I have 100% chance of winning. And you can take, like if I take him out, still 100, still 100. And, you know, if you can take it out and it'll show you different chances of you winning or losing. Or apparently with that combination alone, leaving 4 on the board, I would be 100% guaranteed to beat his team. And that's pretty cool. I mean, it's been useful. It's given me some time to go back and review some of my other losses. Sometimes I'm just trying to try to power through them so that I can get the mission done, and then I'll take the sometimes 3 and 4 losses in a row I get. I'm not trying to push up to gold or anything yet. After buying all the cards I got, I'm like 400 shy of silver 2 now. Probably won't buy any more legendary cards until after the packs come out. I plan on buying a decent number of packs, so hopefully that'll kick me up to gold. We'll see, but ultimately that battle thing has helped me a lot because I can go back through and be like, okay, why did I lose this? It looks like I should have won. And I mean, odds do come into it sometimes with misses, because sometimes you just feel like your guys are missing all the time. But it's helped me a lot, kind of refine my strategy without having to lower my power. I can go back and look at losses specifically and figure out, how do I beat this setup? What can I do to beat that setup? And it's pretty useful if you have time to play around with it. But that's all, just a quick little Splinterland tools update. Hopefully you all found it useful and it'll increase some of the utility around the game for you to help you all outside of it become better in the game and get some better prices on cards if that's what you're doing buying. Alright, thanks for watching another CunningCents episode. Y'all have a great day.